My buddy's trying to convince me to go to
I
Mexico.
just might wanna get into pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it so you look like some trouble. I just might wanna get into pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it so limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Betting News Network. This is the All Sauce team. Happy Hump Day. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday out there. It's December the 10th. Welcome to the show. Vibes are high. That's just Sook. That's Vizos. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here to kick off 2 hours of content right here on the network. You got us for the next hour talking through the two NBA Cups quarterfinal games tonight that we're going to dive in and talk about with you guys. And then directly following us, we've got the Expected Bets 4 lads jumping in to the ice hockey lab. So Betsky and Gator. No Franco today. Franco's on a day off. They actually asked me to fill in for Franco today, and I was like, I can maybe have a dabble, but I've got stuff to do after the stream. And I was like, sorry lads, I can't do it. And Franco was like, it's okay, big shoes to fill. It's okay. Right. Yeah, gotta love it. But lads, how we doing? Happy Wednesday.
Booming in the middle, feeling uncomfortable, but we're gonna try this camera angle for a bit. Vsauce, you comfy over there?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling nice in this little corner. You know what I mean? Feels nice.
Yes. Leave my seat warm.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see if this lasts. But I like it.
See, this would just stress you out immensely.
Oh God.
Oh, we love it, man. Welcome to the network. Excited to have you here. Brought to you by our sponsors at Bet Online. You guys are watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, or X, wherever you guys consuming us. Thanks for being here. Give us a like and a subscribe and a follow if you have not already. New show yesterday dropped, which was incredible. No Plays Off. The lads got rocking and rolling on YouTube and across the network, which is awesome. Network's growing every single day. We love to see it. We also dropped today that we will be doing the Season of Giving again in honor of the holidays being right around the corner. Will be every single parlay we hit between now and Christmas. 30% of the proceeds of all the winnings will go to Toys for Tots. It's one of my favorite things we do. We made a little over $100 we donated to Feeding America for Thanksgiving. Last year, we extended it until the Super Bowl, so we ended up donating about $1,000 to Toys for Tots last year. So let's bump those numbers up, boys. Let's hit a parlay today. We got two nice games in front of us. Why not today?
I mean, last year, if I remember correctly, we were hitting so many parlays that we were kind of forced to extend it. So I wouldn't be opposed to being in a similar situation this year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we start smacking more lays and we're in a little bit of a heater, why not? We can extend it.
Not to go backwards.
Exactly. Go ahead,
not to go backwards, but No Plays Off, boys. A pop culture show. If you did not tune into that show yesterday, these guys were talking boys to men tops trading cards, and the three of these guys are absolutely fantastic. They have great chemistry together. They've known each other for a decent amount of time. If you're not tapped in with Sia and everybody else on that show, make sure you are. I greatly enjoyed it. When he brought out the boys to men cards, I was like, can I get on this show?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Thorpe, too, dropped his recap live on the show yesterday. So make sure you guys go peep the podcast, too, because this is one of those shows where they're not necessarily talking about bets for that day. They're just having some fun. So peep the podcast version. We've got another version coming out next week, or another episode next week. Yeah. But it's all vibes. They were a great time.
Go check it out on Spotify or Apple Music. You can listen to those lads. Also, there might be rumblings that a lot of our shows are going to be available to you guys on Spotify and on Apple Music as well. So just, if you like listening to us, a lot of you guys are probably listening to us right now instead of actually watching us. But if you're watching us, hello. Excited to have you here. Hello. Yeah, there you go, Hobie. What's up, Owen? Chat, what's up? Thanks for being here. Alex, the intern, rocking and rolling. What a goat, man. This guy's a goat. Yeah, I should love to see it. Yeah, love you too, Hobie.
I was not bitching about the Knicks. I was bitching about the Raptors. If you understood what I was saying, I was bitching about the Raptors.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, that's a good little. All right. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk a little bit about the two quarterfinal games we saw yesterday in the Eastern side, the Eastern Conference. Then we're going to jump in. We're going to talk Suns Thunder, the first game. We're going to play a little game. Got a fun new little game for you guys to kind of wet our whistles between games, and then we'll close this out talking Spurs Lakers And then we'll cook the parlay and let you guys get out of here. But again, an hour with you guys. Don't go anywhere. You got 2 hours of content right here in the network. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. As you said, V, Knicks, Raptors. Knicks got the job done yesterday. Jalen Brunson was awesome. I got a bone to pick with OG Anunoby. Did you remember that you were playing your former team? You big bozo. No, he was fine. Brunson had 35. Brandon Ingram was good, but the Raptors just did not. They looked very disjointed yesterday. No Emmanuel quickly, obviously, probably messed up a little bit of that chemistry. But the Knicks advanced to the semifinal round to take on the Orlando Magic. Magic beat the Heat. And the Magic just, second half, just absolutely dog walked the Heat. Desmond Bane was fantastic, 37 points. Bam was good. Tyler Hero was not good. Norm Powell was also not very good. The Heat looked not good yesterday. And the Orlando Magic took advantage. So Bane and company got the job done, moving on to the semifinal round. A rematch of the ball throw. Desmond Bane taking on OG Anunoby and like 5 days afterwards. So
can you just say that was insane? He was rightly fined $35,000 for doing that. That was
problem writing that check.
It really didn't even look like he was falling out of bounds either.
No,
Like, literally,
he just straight up dodgeballed him in the middle of an NBA game.
I was like, what is going on?
That's also, I saw a thing, that's also not the first time that Desmond Bane has been fined for throwing a basketball. Like, it's something that he is like in his DNA. Also, I don't know what it is. And I like Desmond Bane as a player, but something about him just like pisses me off. I don't know. Like watching him, like his like the way that he T-Rexes around with his swagger just looks weird to me. And like, I can't put my finger on it, but it looks funky.
Didn't you see the end of the game, SPJ, when he was like jawing with Powell, and then Norm kind of like backed off, and then Bane started clapping in the middle of the court on the logo, and he wouldn't stop, and then Jamal Mosley actually had to come out from out the coaching box onto the court and be like, boys, there's still a few seconds left in this game. Let's all fucking get into our defensive stance.
He's like an ultra troll. Like, he is the biggest troll of all trolls. And I mean, you know, he's a culture builder. He's like Dylan Brooks, you know, similar vibe, you know, gets under your skin, wants to press the buttons and, you know, wreak havoc defensively,
when he's on
offensively.
Your team, you love it.
Yeah, exactly. It's culture building. And I think that that's something that Mosley has said actually about him being on the Magic this year, is that he's brought that leadership, that those qualities of like, this is how I'm going to be vocal. This is how we're going to play. This is how things are going to be. And you saw that in full display yesterday. I mean, again, he was fantastic. So,
Bicep Bane.
From the outside looking in, it's kind of cringy sometimes.
Yeah. It's like a Marcus Smart. You know what I mean? You hate him when he's not on your team, but you absolutely love the guy when he is.
As a fellow cringy guy myself, I'm a big fan.
Or is that how you played when you played? Were you just a cringy guy?
Oh, I was Vsauce. You can go ahead. I was the worst.
SPJ, you've seen his heads. Like, those things are just flying at you the entire time on defense. Just, you know what I mean?
Mitts.
You're going to catch one of those things. And and the way I'm not going to sit here and glaze him, but when he goes to the basket, like, you don't want to get in his way because he's not afraid of contact. And that's sometimes a big problem in pickup basketball.
Yeah, because people are just trying to have fun.
Every time someone's like, foul.
It's different when you're 16 in a high school gym and you popped back up. You know what I mean? Now when you're like in your 30s and you're both on the ground at the end of a layup, it's like, yo, fuck you, suck.
No wonder you tore your ACL and your Achilles. Makes a lot of sense.
Body on the line all the time. I will say that.
I mean, respectfully, I would still yam on you. But you know, it's okay.
That's what we gotta see one day.
I've been dunked on so many times because I am the dumbass that will be like, I'll get him this time. But nope.
I'll stand there and take
respect. Respect.
I've been dunked on a bunch of times. I know how that feels.
I've only gotten dunked on once. And I did not enjoy it. Well, I mean, I played with guys that were taller than me though, dude. So I mean, like, I was small in certain situations.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, could you imagine me on an NBA court right now? Like, I would look like a midget, which is so weird to think about. Like, sometimes Luka out there looks small. Luka's 6'7".
So then when you realize that, what was it? Steve Nash is like 6'6", right? 6'6"? Was Steve Nash 6'5"?
Wow, let's bring this legend back.
Oh, yeah. Everyone used to think Stick was like 5'2", when your camera angle was toast. Steve Nash isn't 6'6". Steve Nash is like 6'2".
He's 6'3".
6'3". There you go. That's hilarious, though. Do you guys like, before we jump into this game tonight, we're going to talk obviously through the games. We got a fun game we're going to be playing ourselves. Do you guys like the new coverage of the NBA this season? Like, I was just thinking about Steve Nash, obviously, and him being on the NBA on Prime and the after hours, and him and Blake Griffin and Dirk and Taylor Rooks and, Udon and all those guys. Do you like the coverage? You guys been watching some of that stuff?
The play has gone up. The coverage has gone up. We're booming, boys. V?
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. They're actually talking basketball. They have that court over there to like actually make use of it and run plays, show what people are doing. They had Bam and Norm on there showing them, what the offense is looking like. And just the legends that they've been incorporating all year has been a lot of fun to fucking see.
Also, the Michael Jordan thing overplayed that like he was going to be a panelist every week.
Yeah, he just did his recorded session with Mike Tirico, and they've been milking it. They've been
sat there, glazed himself for about 25 minutes, and then
Franz Wagner fucking handshake.
Yeah, holy
milking it.
Danny Green. I liked the Tyrese Halliburton interview last night. That was good stuff. They've been getting in some nice interviews as well. But as you mentioned, it's been nice to see finally NBA coverage that is high quality. And I like the NBA on Prime coverage. I like the Peacock coverage. I think they do a good job too. It's like I can never remember her name, the one that does Sunday Night Football too. Her name just left my mind. Her and is it Carmelo and T-Mac and Vince Carter? I know it's them. I just can't remember her name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
No, I'm at a loss too.
That's probably the one. I can't even watch that coverage that much. I think more. I've been watching a lot of the NBC.
If anything, I like that's the NBC one. It's the NBC on Peacock. It's the same thing. If anything, I like that a little better than the Prime one. Prime's good too, but I like those. I like their analysis because I like her. I think she's really good. I
really enjoy BG. I think BG's been really entertaining too on the Prime.
He's been very good with the insights about what it's been like in locker rooms. And when all the Chris Paul stuff happened, he was very careful to toe the line of being the kind of journalist that doesn't say something so inflammatory he'll never get like insider access ever again. He just was like, hey, as someone that was part of the franchise, was there for the good times, I didn't like how that played out. And he was very eloquent about it. So yeah, BG's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Very well spoken too. Which I did not know about Blake Griffin before now. One more shout out about
comedian.
Yeah,
that makes sense. It makes sense.
Stand-up comedian, yeah.
That's interesting. One more shout out in the coverage of the NBA, and then we'll jump into both of these games tonight. I love listening to Jamal Crawford call games. Dude, Jamal Crawford's coverage of calling basketball games is elite.
Yeah.
So good, man. And him and the other guy that they usually do the late night games. It's like an older announcer guy, and I don't know his name either off the top of my head. But their chemistry is really good, and Jamal Crawford is so good at covering, like talking about the game in a way that's entertaining. No, it's not Mike Tirico. It's the other guy. He's a white guy. He's probably in like his 50s or 60s. He used to cover the NBA a while ago, and he didn't, and then they brought him back this season. Oh, dude, but Crawford's been awesome. Like his coverage of games is my favorite at this point. Like I love the way he talks about the game within the game.
Underrated announcer, underrated NBA player.
Yeah. Facts. You can just tell too. I just love the players that get out there now, and you can tell. And I think the NBA has done a good job of incorporating these guys, the ones that we want to listen to, not the Gilbert Arenases and the fucking,
Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, those guys. They're in the shadows because they deserve to be there. The guys that are like front and center right now that are talking about the game on the side. I mean, I even like listening to Candace Parker and D-Wade go back and forth when they're covering games too. Like that's a fun little combo of like elite players that were at the highest level watching games front and center and talking about it while it's happening, because that is the best way to, as a full follower of hoops, I feel like that's the best, that is the coverage you want to listen to.
Yeah, and not being like a onk and an old head and recontextualizing and talking about like today's game. No, it's just full appreciation for what they're seeing in front of them.
Yeah, and I think that these other networks have done a good job of listening to us as the consumers, whereas ESPN kind of continues to double down on the same garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it's gone to leading to great coverage of the NBA this season. Shout out the NBA on NBC, obviously, and everything that we've seen so far. And we've got two big games tonight. both of them. Are they on Prime or are they on Peacock?
Prime,
or are they
yep.
ESPN? Are they on Prime tonight too? All right, so both of these games on ESPN Prime are on NBC Prime. Fuck. Amazon Prime. I felt like that. I felt like that meme. You guys know, with Warner Brothers buying Netflix, it's like you're gonna start watching movies, and it's gonna be like there's 6 like previews of which company owns the movie because they're all owning it.
We have a podcast about that one day, about like just the media landscape and what's going on.
Please,
with that
for the love of God, don't get me started on this. We need to move on. I will have an aneurysm.
Chat, would you guys listen to a podcast of us talking about movies and films? And I mean, honestly, Betsky and Suk could just talk about it for like 7 hours. I could be there
we
too.
We should have a podcast where every week on Monday we announce a movie and then everybody watches it. And then Sunday we drop a pod after with all our reactions to that movie.
It's like
Sunday movie club.
The Betting News Book Club. Yeah, this
Sunday book club.
We got an actor over here. Come on now. He's going to bring you so many insights.
Pointed the wrong way, but yes. I was like, wait, what?
Point. People are going to be like, whoa, Vsauce was an actor? Holy.
No. All right, guys, Games. Let's not talk about the films I've made.
We can skip that. All right, Suns.
Hey now. Okay, moving on.
I just want to tell you guys this before we jump in, because it circles back to what we just talked about. Mr. Sukman earlier today texted me because he's going to be doing some entertainment articles at bettingnews.com. And apparently you can actually bet on the odds for the Porn Star Awards on Bet Online. And the conversation was specifically about whether or not we should do an article about covering this specific thing.
So we've entrenched Suk in research and development of an article and some bets. He's been working hard.
He's in process.
Yeah.
He's in process right now.
If you dabble with the Adult Entertainment Awards, you can vote on Best Actor, Best Actress, Most Clever Name, and I think one other market. But Bet Online,
Best film,
Best
performance.
Yeah. Holy moly, Bet Online, best odds in the. I can't believe you brought that up.
Hey man, he brought it up first.
They gotta know.
Gotta circle in it.
We'll get the intern to watch all the movies for research, and then we'll compile a list.
Yeah, the intern.
He's never going to leave us at this point.
Oh my god.
Oh,
man. All right. Let's talk basketball. 2 games tonight, massive quarterfinal games, as we already have the 2 semifinalists on the East. Let's talk about the 2 possible semifinalists on the West. Let's start out in the first game tonight, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, as the Oklahoma City Thunder, the buzzsaw that is the Oklahoma City Thunder, at home, 23-1 on the season, welcoming in the Phoenix Suns. 14-10 are the Suns. It's a 14.5 point spread, as you see right here. 224.5 point total. Money line's not even worth talking about, as you can see on the screen. Devin Booker technically right now is still questionable for this game. And it's looking like he's probably not going to play. The 14.5 point spread is kind of telling me that I think D-Book sits out here with that groin problem. I don't think they also want to push him. But it is the cup game. Lower total too. Sauceman, lead us off from a preliminary perspective. Or go ahead, Suk, if you got something to say, get after it.
I just had a note about D-Book. They did say that initially when he injured his groin that he would be out for 7 days and reevaluated. Today was actually the 8th day, and he was upgraded to questionable, the first time that his status has been changed since they announced it initially. So maybe he plays, but like SPJ said, I am very scared because 14.5 point total in a cup game likely means that the superstar is not going to suit up and lace him up.
Yeah, I could see that too. I could also just see OKC, maybe this moving to 11.5, 12.5 if he is suiting up. This team's been dominant over the course of this year. This is a team that just played the Suns 2 weeks ago with everybody healthy. It was a lot closer. It was in Oklahoma City, 4-point game, high scoring. We had not the best performances from both Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker. 21 from D-Book only took 13 shots, but Dylan Booker took 18 shots in that game, only scored 19 points and shot 30% from the field. This Thunder team is kind of whatever around the perimeter. That's their only kryptonite. I would say they rank 26th in threes allowed, 24th in 3-point percentage allowed. And this is a Suns team that does have some shooters and guys like Royce O'Neal, Colin Gillespie has been really good too over the last few games. And he had 24 in that first game against them too. I'm assuming because he was open on that swing type of movement and against this OKC defense.
I love that you brought that up, V, because the one loss that they have on the season is to Portland. And Portland, you would assume it's Denny that buried them. Yes, Denny had a Denny game open late night, but what actually buried OKC in that 1L was Drew Holiday having 6 threes and Duop Reith having 4. Like you just said, swing, trust your offense, make this OKC defense move, because they don't have, they're obviously elite in all facets, but you always cannot be perfect. So your one Achilles heel is that you give up a good percentage from 3. So if you keep moving that basketball, you can get a good mix of 3-point shooters and you can fill in the gaps with your role player. So I love that you said that.
Yeah.
Colin Gillespie, God forbid a white guy get a little emotion. You've been great for this team. Been great for this team.
Yes, but I'll kick it off. I got a bet for this. Holy!
Chat has said so many funny things in the last like 2 minutes, and I'm trying not to react.
We gotta leave that one in the shadows. But holy, that's a great comment from Bets from the Boot.
Shout out Bets from the Boot.
I don't even know how to
the
follow
whole
that up.
show.
My God, that was fantastic.
Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
Just the Bets from the Boot.
Speaking of groins, is Booker playing or not? That's what we were just talking about.
Devin Booker's been doing his own research.
Now.
Devin Booker's been doing his own research, man. God damn.
Also, Alex, just trust me, man. This has been a trend for years. The fact that he can remember names is a miracle in itself sometimes. So
it's just numbers. It's all numbers. That's all I've got room for. But I'm going to Dylan Brooks, like I just talked about him. Over 18.5 points, minus 105. This line kind of was telling me that maybe Booker was going to play. That's why I was like leaning towards him playing. He's been a guy that's absolutely fantastic. He's averaging 22 points per game this year. He's shooting 45% from the field, but 30% from 3. He hasn't been the best from 3. He hasn't hit his threes line in a long time either. But this is a team he just took 9 threes against. I think he gets it going here. I think the fact that this is a cup game and there's so much more on the line. You just take a loss against this team 2 weeks ago, and Brooks has been playing really, really good basketball, even in the absence of Devin Booker. I think even with Book back, he is the team's second leading scorer. He has seen the highest volume and highest usage rate that he's ever seen in his career. And honestly, he's rewarding the Suns with good play. They're 7th in the West. They've got a winning record. And I think that this could be a team that is competing for a spot in the play-in, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't have high hopes for this team. I think Sook did. Actually, I shouldn't say we. We didn't. Most people in the NBA community didn't. Sook liked what he brought to the table, and honestly, it's showing. So give me over 18.5 points in a cup game against an OKC defense that I just think he's going to take a ton of shots against.
Yeah, so the two Canadians betting on Dylan Brooks, this is going to turn out fantastic, isn't it? I took the 5 RA because it's hitting 13 of 18 games this season. The hit rate has gone down recently in 3 of 5 of the last 5, but he's actually hit this line in 4 straight matchups head-to-head with OKC last year. When the last game that they played, that game ended in a big scuffle with SGA and Dylan Brooks wrestling for the ball, and everybody had to separate them. So Dylan Brooks is definitely going to get excited to play his 2 Canadian counterparts at SGA and Lou Dort. So give me Dylan Brooks 5 RA. It's a very comfortable spot. I did look at the points and the PRA like V just talked about, but the 5 RA was just so low I couldn't pass it up when the head-to-head is hit 4 straight times.
That's a really nice line. I actually didn't see the RA. That's really nice.
All right, so I told Sook that today he has to call me a new name. I got 3 bets that are Chalk City. This is the only bet that I'm about to give you that's not chalky. The other 3 are I'm Chalk Daddy today. So chat. Call me Chuck Daddy.
Chuck Daddy on Sauce Team. You got Puck Daddy on Puckett after this. All right, on expected bets right after this.
All right, now, Chalk Daddy, please and thank you. But before I get to the chalk, I like Royce O'Neal. You mentioned him, over 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now you can take the PR if you want. That's a little bit of a lower line at 14.5, but I like the assists roped in there as well. Hit this in 3 of his last 4 games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he's also hit this in 7 of his last 8 games in the starting lineup for the Phoenix Suns. If Booker doesn't play, I like it even more, but he's going to shoot 7 to 8 threes, hopefully hit 3 or 4 of them. Been really good rebounding the basketball, though. What's up, Patch? Great rebounding the basketball. He had 5 assists in their last game as well against the Timberwolves. So he also almost had 11 assists against the Lakers when they played at the beginning of December. So doing a little bit of everything for this team. you know,
Why
you're
do
going
you
to
think the
probably
lines are so low, bro, on him?
because of the defense for the Thunder.
Mhm.
Also,
I like
people
that.
aren't scrambling to the window to bet Royce O'Neal. Let's be real.
But no, I think you're right though too, SPJ. It's this defense. We saw it over the weekend with the Bears 2 running backs. You bet both of them, or you talked about both of them because both their lines were kind of low going up against a good defense. Both of them smacked, right? Sometimes it's just one of those games where you can take advantage. I like this Royce O'Neal line too for what we were just talking about. The Thunder do a really good job of making you move the ball. They're not going to get beat by one guy. The one-on-one defense is impeccable, and they really make you score off that second or third pass. And I think that's why Royce O'Neal took 10 shots in that last game, why he grabbed 7 rebounds. And I do think that his poor shooting night in the last game is more reflective of just a bad shooting night. The volume was there.
Or the other game that you're like, this kind of ties into what we're talking about is how do you beat the Thunder? Swing, move the basketball. Which random small ball forward just had 11 assists like SPJ brought up? Royce O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal. There you go.
So yeah, that's my non-chalk. But again, Chalk Daddy. Call me Chalk Daddy today, chat. Chalk Daddy. Chalky, Chalk City. Get the chalk out. Just give me SGA.
No, let me
for
fix
31. Yeah, thank you. Chalk Daddy number 1, SGA 31 plus points. I mean, even if he doesn't play 4 quarters, which sometimes he has not been playing 4 quarters half the season for the Thunder this season because they've been dog walking people. Maybe there's a little bit of extra oomph in the Suns because semifinals is on the line. Going to Vegas, making some more money, especially some of these lower roster players that are not on max extension contracts. If he has a bad shooting night, he has a bad shooting night. He's probably going to score 30 to 35 points. He's also hit this line in back-to-back games against the Suns. He had 37 against them this season. And then his last game at the end of the season last year, he had a 50-piece against them. I mean, again, chalk. But if the Thunder, the cool thing about SGA at this point, and I mean, I'm not a huge SGA guy, but you got to give him his flowers when his flowers are due. If the Thunder are going to win this game / cover, it's probably because SGA is going to have 30 points. He might get it in 3 quarters. But if they leave him out there, if they have to keep playing him into the 4th quarter, he's probably going to have a 40-piece at this point. So
is it bad that I think they play into the 4th?
I was just going to ask you this question. So I'm looking at the Raptors game from last night. They were down 24 from I think the late 2nd quarter all the way into that 4th quarter. I know it ended up being a 16-point game, but Scotty Barnes played 37 minutes. BI played 37 or more minutes. Is this a situation where these NBA Cup games, just like as a whole, from the ownership, from the commissioner, you play your guys because these are the games that we are marketing. We are trying to make this tournament competitive, and just because there's no point differential anymore, we want you guys to play your guys in these marquee matchups, especially when there's only 2 games and they've separated them. I don't think that SGA is going to sit the 4th tonight. I think if it's within 30 points, he's going to play.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
agree.
Looking at this game, boys, like Jordan has crafted an elite offense for a number of years in the NBA. But now this Phoenix defense, without guys that you would call world beaters on D, they're actually first in steals. They disrupt teams. They cause a lot of turnovers. This is a team that gets up and under you on the perimeter. If they had a decent backup center rim protecting, this could probably be a top 6 team out west. Like Phoenix is legit. I think I'm going to bet the 14.5. Not an official play for me. Only Dylan Brooks is an official play, but I'm pretty sure my donation of the night will be like something gross, like Phoenix to cover, Dylan Brooks for 20, something like that.
You got to throw a random block in there. Somebody's getting
it's going to
block.
be Jordan Goodwin's steals.
There
it is. There's the random spot. J-Dub being back has been really nice to watch for the Thunder, obviously, which is crazy that they have such an embarrassment of riches that they're so good and they only got J-Dub back for like 2 or 3 games. Mark Williams double-double. That's not actually a bad donation. He had 13 boards against this team when they played in their last game on the 28th of November. So that's actually not a bad donation. You know who.
That's a great play. iHeart. They're going to have to play small.
Should we want to talk about Chet?
Yeah.
On Hump Day? Hump Day Holmgren plays tonight, and as astutely pointed out, he has not really been good on Hump Day. He must have watched the All Sauce team, realized that we were betting on him on Hump Day, and decided to stinky on Hump Days. However, he's been good his last 5 games. He's hit 20 plus point or 19 plus points in four of his last 5 games, 25 piece the other night as well against Utah, and 23 against this Phoenix team earlier and 22 last season as well. So he has a good history against the Suns. His points line is sitting at 17.5. I don't hate it. I put it in a parlay. I feel like Chet can go out there tonight and cook. So hump day Holmgren.
I like it. I don't think he's all lumped out.
I want to see a split. I want to see a slip on the timeline from SPJ that's like, God forbid, White Boys get some motion. Gillespie PRA, Holmgren points, and what other pale skin you want to add? Luka.
Some AR.
Austin Reeves, AR. Hey man, I've posted many exciting white slips. You ain't got to twist my arm. But we'll get to Luka. I got plays on Luka. We'll get there. Remember, who am I today? Chuck Daddy.
One last mention before we move on, just because they're going to be playing kind of weird, different lineups. I do think Ryan Dunn has an opportunity to play well today if he gets into that small ball 4 spot. If this turns into a defensive matchup, the guy is so athletic, so good. I just wish he could knock down the shot, because then he'd be entrenched into this lineup.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, lads. Let's do this. Let's take 2 plays from this game, 2 plays from the other game, and then we'll make it. That'll be the saucy 4.
Yeah.
We can wait. We don't have to pick them now. Or do we want to just go ahead and lock in our 2 that we want to take now, since we just kind of labbed it up and pick our 2 and not have to go back into it?
I'm down to just pick.
Right now. Yeah.
All right. What do you guys want to roll with?
Should we do Dylan Brooks PRA, since me and V had both looks?
Yeah, I'm down to the PRA and then SGA on the other side.
You want to get chalky with SGA?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. Okay. I'm just going to do SGA for 30, which I'm sure is in 500 million slips tonight. But, I mean, it's SGA for 30.
Did you guys see the thing that Trent lost $100,000 on SGA? What the fuck, man?
No, I didn't.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We're about to go there in a second. All right, SGA for 30. What was the other leg? Oh, Brooks, right? PRA?
PRA.
D. Brooks.
Chad, if you want a spicy one, his 3s are sitting at plus 170, and it's only a 3+.
25 and a half. You guys good with that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Dylan Brooks, 25 and a half PRA, SGA for a 30 piece. If we're going to do, you know what? Let's just not get soft with SGA. Let's just do 31 and a half. Yeah. Let's just do his line.
4 legs.
31 and a half.
31 and a half. Yep. Okay. All right. Now, quick little pause. And we were done with the first game. Before we jump into the late night tuck us in piece, we're going to play a new game in between games. This is the name game. So the way this works, chat, is we have 5 opportunities. Let's go to 5 opportunities to get to the same player in the NBA. So the way that we are going to do this is we're all going to randomly say a name of an NBA player first. And then based upon the 3 different names that we said, we're all going to try to talk to each other and figure out what the next name is and then say that next name. If we get that wrong, we do it again, and we only have 5 opportunities to do it.
And just remember, don't tell anybody what you're thinking. We're not going to actually say out loud. We're just going to maybe clown each other for what we said. Think about it, right? See what connection.
We can't repeat either. No repeating.
No repeating. So we're not going to, you know what I mean, go back to a player we've already said either. And he has to be active, just on an NBA roster right now.
Okay.
Yeah, active NBA roster right now. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, SPJ, you count it down.
1, 2, 3.
Giannis. Okay. What did you say?
Who'd you say? Giannis? Who did you say, Sook?
SGA.
SGA, and I said Denny.
Okay.
Let me think.
Okay. I think
hang on. Giannis, SGA, and Denny.
Okay, we're all gonna say it right now. Ready? Count it down.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Jokic.
Luka.
Oh, did SPJ fuck that up?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said Jokic.
Okay, we're all gonna say it this time.
Okay.
You guys, we did it right though. We all went European players and goats, so it's fine.
Okay.
No, okay. I'm gonna
Ready?
osmosis into you guys.
Wait, we
right now.
can't
We're all
we
gonna
can't
say
say
it.
the same. Hang on, we can't say the same person, right?
Can't say the same player again. So all the
Yeah.
players that have been said are off the table.
There's one guy left. We're all gonna say it right now.
All right.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Lauri
LeBron.
Markkanen.
Yeah.
Lauri Markkanen.
What did you guys say?
LeBron.
Oh my god, no, we were not on the same vibe at all.
Lauri
Oh, fuck.
Markkanen.
He was
Okay,
sticking with the he
that's
was sticking with the
three. That's
European
three.
vibes.
That's 3. Okay, now let's just.
All right, so we've got
Lauri-
LeBron, and Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah. Okay, that was fucked. Look, started counting down. I literally panicked. I panicked so
Where
hard.
do we go? Where do we go with that?
We got 2 tries left.
LeBron, and Lauri Markkanen.
Okay, it doesn't have to really relate to any the 3. We just have to be on the same page.
We're gonna
I
get it.
think-
We're gonna get it. Everybody think about the same guy right now. Think about the same
Okay.
guy. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo,
Wait, hang on.
woo-hoo.
Let's go based off of LeBron. Forget about
Yes.
Lauri.
Okay.
Uh,
Count us down.
LeBron and Lauri.
Yes.
What? He's gonna fuck it up.
I'm gonna fuck it up, man.
Count it down.
1, 2, 3.
Austin
Austin
Reeves.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Yes! Holy fuck! We did it! We fucking did it! We fucking did it! At the last second, I was looking for somebody with an L, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck.
Even I yelled LeBron. Let's go.
Holy
Oh man, that
4
was fun.
tries.
That was funny.
Hey, we got there in 4 tries at the buzzer. Indeed,
Not bad. Not
the
bad.
buzzer.
Not bad. My dog is wondering why the fuck I'm tweaking right now.
I can't believe. So I messed it up originally doing Jokic, and you guys went Luka, but then V messed it up at the second time. So
Lauri
It's all right,
marking it. That was crazy.
that was a wacky pull. Wacky.
It's because
pull.
you hate LeBron. He's
I
not
fucking
your king.
panicked. I panicked so hard.
You
I thought we were
panicked.
Still in like international players. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah, that's
good.
all
We'll
right.
play again sometime.
That was fun. All right, let's pivot. Let's talk about this second game. We talked about a couple of these. We talked about a few of these guys. The Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs. 7-point favorites are the Lakers at home. It was a 5-point spread last night, so it popped up 2 points. I don't really know why it popped up 2 points. Everybody that was confirmed last night is still confirmed. Everybody that wasn't going to play is not going to play. So this line has moved substantially since the opening last night. Big total, 241 points, obviously for various reasons. Luka returning. You got LeBron looking more like LeBron now after a couple big games, after he's kind of back in the starting lineup. Austin Reeves coming off a little bit of a stinker. No Wemby still for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox has incredible history against the Los Angeles Lakers from his time with the Kings. Stephon Castle obviously has returned as well into the starting lineup, still on kind of a minutes restriction, but I think we'll probably see that uptick a little bit more tonight. Harper is also back, obviously, for the Spurs too. So, Sauceman, why do you think the line moved 2 points overnight?
Just looking at the splits right now, it looks like there's a big handle on the Lakers. Bets maybe on the other side a little bit, but there's a significant handle, almost 70% of the bets, both on Circa and DraftKings. And I think maybe that's why the lines moved a little bit. But outside of that, I don't see why it would be such a big spread. The Spurs haven't been that bad without Wembanyama. You've still got guys like Fox. And I don't know if you guys, was it Dylan Harper in the postgame? He's like, everybody's bought in. Nobody is worried about individual success. Everybody is here to win games. And I think that's exactly what you want from a young team where you have a bunch of guys that were drafted pretty high. You have a few vets that have been in this league a long time and had their fair share of success. And a guy like Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox. And everybody's just kind of clicking, right? Their best player hasn't been playing. The coach has been good. So what do you think?
Like, I agree with you 100%. They've won 8 of 11 games without Victor. But when it comes down to it, the line, I think movement happens when this roster kind of doesn't have a fit unless you can put Wemby as your big. We saw that they played until the final seconds against the Pelicans the other day. The Pelicans are absolutely one of the worst teams in the entire association, and you're playing to the last possession against them. It's not a good look. And I do think that now with Harper, Castle, and Fox all healthy, they've actually played their first game together on December 8th against the Pelicans. They've never actually played a game together, the three of them. So that creates a level of uncertainty when all three of them are neither volume shooters from distance or very accurate shooters from distance. So that creates kind of a lineup combination problem. We saw Castle had his ass glued to the bench at the end of that Pelicans game. So it's very interesting to see who that's going to happen to today. But I went with Castle, boys, just to kick us off with the props. I went with Castle 10 RA minus 140, fully juiced. You can get the 11 a plus money on some books. So if you like that, take that. But I do think Castle kind of responds here. We definitely know that Castle does not want to fall out of this rotation. Usually when you have a high draft pick, he's pretty safe and comfortable. But Dylan Harper was the second overall pick himself. So if he's nipping at your heels and stealing minutes from you, you really got to be worried. I also did sprinkle Castle for 2 stocks for plus money half unit.
I like that a lot.
SPJ is the one that turned me on to this guy. Like, whoa now.
I love.
Mhm.
All right now. I love Stephon Castle. I think the reason why he was on the bench near the end of that game was because of his minutes restriction, because it was his first game back. I think that was part of the reason why he didn't have as full of a run as we're going to see from him. He still had 10 stuff. He still had 10 rebounds and assists. So
he looks sad
still
on the bench though.
Yeah, well, it's got to be hard for a guy who rookie of the year last year was, at the end of the season was just carrying that team, get a little banged up, had to come back from injury. He's still a young player. He'll figure it out. But no, I dig it. I'll save my 2 Chalk Daddy plays for the end. Sauceman, what do you like in this game?
Well, I mean, Chalk.
You want to be Chalk Daddy 2.0?
Yeah, I maybe not as Chalk, but I took the 3.5 threes here. Luka's been really fucking good this year, and it pains me to see it. Watch it. Say it, talk about it, everything, because you know how much I hate the Lakers, but he's leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists. No surprise. He's averaging 35 points per game this year, shooting 47% from the field and 33% from 3, right? It's not exactly where he wants to be. I think we're going to see some regression back to the mean, but he's also taken the most threes he's ever taken, just under 11 3-point attempts per game, and a lot of it's just come on the perimeter. This is a Spurs team that is giving up a ton of threes, has not been good on the perimeter. They are 6th to 25th in opponent 3-point percentage allowed. And what stood out to me is that Luka used to play in the Southwest Division. He has 5 games against the Southwest Division already this year. He has been killing them, averaging 35 points per game, a near triple-double, and he's shooting just under 40% from 3 in these games. He knows how these defenses work. He's played a ton of games against them, and I really think that that's something that he uses every time he plays them. He had 4 threes in the last time they played. He also had 30-plus points and a near triple-double, but the 4 for 11 from 3 is what stood out to me in a game. I just think he's going to come in and just fucking launch.
I'm on Luka too, a little different angle, but I like it. I just want to comment on the threes angle, and I just thought about this, and I don't know if this is maybe something worth looking into as we get further into the season. I think maybe the reason why he's shooting much more threes than we've seen him shoot in the years past is probably the JJ Redick influence. You've got to think it has something to do with JJ. I mean, what did JJ do best in the NBA? He's one of the best shooters of all time, especially from the collegiate level into the NBA. So, you have to think that he was in Luka's ear a little bit of yo, man, you need to shoot some more threes. Get yourself some easy ones outside, even if you miss them. Because, I mean, also, and we've talked about this in the change of the NBA landscape as a whole, but Luka gets just banged when he goes down low. He just gets hit. Sometimes a little bit more dramatically than others, but you can't deny the guy just gets hit a lot down low. JJ was probably like, hey, man, just take a couple more threes. If you hit them, great. If you don't,
extend
whatever.
the court like that, especially because you don't have knockdown shooters, guys that are going to shoot 42, 43%. Rui can hit a corner if you need it. But the way to really extend the defense and have them play all the way to the half court is if they know they have to go over every single Luka screen. You just have to, because he's going to shoot it from 26, 27 feet if you're not hand in the face.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point you bring up too, SPJ, because not only is JJ a shooter, but he's a fucking student of the game, right? Mm-hmm. He's watching what is working in the NBA. He watched the Celtics and what they did. He's watching other teams shoot more threes, and it's just the way that the NBA is gone. The Golden State Warriors won four championships doing that exact same thing, right? And I think that this is a guy who looks at Luka as if you're going to shoot 36, 37% from 3, you have the ability to get your own shot off the dribble, catch and shoot. you should be taking more threes. In what world are you not taking more threes from the perimeter? Because you're also just putting a lot more strain on your body going at the hoop every single time when you can still score at like a near 40% clip from the perimeter. Plus, when you have a point guard that does that, you don't need as many shooters around you. Sorry, last point.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you also have the opportunity as well to think about it from a perspective of, because at the end of the day, we know that Luka wants to he doesn't matter how he scores. He wants to score. So if you get an opportunity, you knock down a couple threes early in the game, the defense immediately has to adjust. They have to go out and contest those 3-point looks. And Luka is one of the best at pump faking or feigning those threes and getting by you. And then you got easy defensive matchups. You already got a guy behind you. And if Luka gets somebody on his hip pocket, GG's. So I think that's been additionally added to another layer of his game. But I like the threes angle. I like the points. I mean, I don't think you can take Luka in any wrong way. I took the RA today. I got it at plus money last night, 17.5. As you mentioned, he almost had a triple-double when they played the Spurs earlier this season with 13 assists and 9 boards. That was without LeBron. So that is an additional aspect of this. But if anything, I like it even with LeBron now because LeBron's scoring. There's possessions where Luka can just get a double team, flip it to LeBron, and then LeBron's got a great defensive matchup, and that's usually positive for the Lakers. So, and then I sprinkled on the triple-double for plus 450. Like, I don't think taking the PRA is a bad move. It's 50.5. He's probably scoring 30, as you mentioned, maybe 35 against this team. But I just think there's better value on the RA. Set 22 and 23 rebounds and assists in his last 2 games against the Spurs. Again, one of them being this season on the Lakers. So I just think there's too good a value on the table. Anyway, you want to bet Luka today, though, chalk doesn't matter how chalky it is. This is also the type of game that Luka shows up for. I think Luka shows up regardless, but this is a big-time matchup. As you said, prime time, chance to go to Vegas. He probably wants to get some of those guys on the bottom part of the bench into that opportunity to make some extra cheese too. So, yeah, I really like Luka in this matchup, as chalky as it is.
Yeah, I like that point too because the Lakers have been taking care of business. They're actually 15-8 against the spread this season. That's the 4th best mark in the entire association.
Wow.
Big facts. Someone talked about this in the chat earlier, dog SK, and I'll roll straight into my other play. Again, chalk, but I don't really care. De'Aaron Fox, over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. If you want to just take the points at 22/23.5, depending on where you're shopping, that's fine too. He eats the Lakers alive. And this all dates back to his days with the Kings. Every single time De'Aaron Fox has played the Los Angeles Lakers, he has cooked them. Regardless of place, time, doesn't matter. He has absolutely cooked this team. 29, 5, and 12 his last time against the Lakers last season in Los Angeles in crypto/Staples, however you want to call it. Double-double in that game. 31, 5, and 7 game before that against the Lakers. Again, these are all with the Kings, so keep with a grain of salt. But if the Spurs are going to cover/win this basketball game, De'Aaron Fox is going to have to be superstar point guard 1 in this game. And I think that he has a great opportunity to do that. So I like the PRA. Again, kind of chalky, but given the hit rate and what he does when he's in Los Angeles, too hard to ignore. So give me Fox, man. I also like betting De'Aaron Fox just from back in 3 years ago when I really started super capping the NBA. Like, he's always been good to me in situations. I just love the way he plays. I always can rely on him to be out there, to be hungry, to be pushing. And it's just somebody that I feel good about putting my money on, even if he ends up losing. And I think that he's going to come out and be competitive in this spot too. So, yeah. Go ahead, Sauce Man.
I was just going to talk about 2 other guys in this game. One guy I was going to talk about is Harrison Barnes. Like you said, so the Spurs team with all these guards back don't have a lot of shooting, especially a lot of high volume shooters from the outside. One of their best shooters, I would say, is Harrison Barnes. He's averaging 2.4 made threes per game, and he's shooting 43% from beyond the arc. This is a Lakers team that has not been good on the perimeter. They're ranked 23rd in threes given up and 25th in 3-point percentage allowed. I'm not saying to take his threes at over 2.5 for plus 150, but the points, rebounds, and assists is sitting at 17.5. He's hit this in 3 of his last 4 games against them, including 23 PRA this year against them, and that was in a game with Victor still healthy. And then if you're just looking at his last 10 games, this is a line that's hit in 7 of his last 10. He's coming off that 24-point night in New Orleans, played 35 minutes, and I just think it's because of what he brings on the perimeter. That was another very bad perimeter defense in New Orleans, and it's the same thing here in Los Angeles. They're not getting out on shooters, and I think that's going to be a huge problem for them tonight against the Spurs team. And then flipping back to the other side, Rui Hachimura for 2+ threes. I just saw this line at plus 102, so that's why it's got to tap in. I know it's not the nicest, and with all the guys back like LeBron and Luka and stuff like that, it's a little bit tougher. But this is a line that's hitting 17 of 22 games this year, boys. I just think that he's shooting fantastic. He's shooting 48% from three. The volume is 4.2 per game, which is not fantastic. But this is a matchup, like I said, you got to take advantage of the perimeter defense. And if JJ is saying anything to these guys, it's take more threes tonight because they're not guarding the perimeter. So
this is a butt clincher, but it's a butt clincher that's probably hitting because he's probably only going to hit 2 threes.
Yep.
He's only going to take like 3 to 4. But as you mentioned, if you watch Laker games, there are so many opportunities where Rui Hachimura is just standing there wide open.
A game winner.
Yeah. I mean, wide open. And Luka gets double teamed. Reeves gets double teamed, and they just swing it. And there's Rui just standing there, you know. And now that I know more about Rui Hachimura, dude, this guy's a clown. In a funny way.
Yeah.
Like, they all make fun of him. Like, he is and they even JJ, because like sometimes he won't run the right play. And like, they're always like, Rui, what the fuck are you doing? Like, go over there. And he's like, oh my God, sorry, my bad.
Have you seen his? He's got these travel vlogs too. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty par for the course. But yeah, I mean, the hit rate's awesome. But again, it's one of those plays that it's set at 1.5 or plus money for a reason. However, it's nice plus money, and it's probably hitting, but you're gonna be waiting for it.
Yeah, like the other night, that game winner was his second 3 of the night, and I said it. I was like, he just cashed a bunch of parlays.
Yeah, exactly, Prendy. JJ Redick was probably like, oh God, oh yeah, okay, great, fantastic, let's go, let's get out of here. Any other love? Like, no mentions of Braun or Austin Reeves. Braun coming off his first kind of big game of the season. After not scoring 10 points for the first time in his career, follows it up with 29, 7, and 6 against the Sixers. Gave him the 2 small, reminded everybody that he's the king. Any thoughts on Braun in this matchup? He always shows up for these types of games.
Yeah, he's going to show up, but we saw him break that streak, and he's old, and he wasn't in the first game. Neither was Austin Reeves. So looking at both those guys, I was kind of scared off of them because we don't have anything to like go off, like how they're going to be implemented. And then on the other side of the basketball, the Spurs are kind of facing the same thing, trying to get guys back into the rotation. So I stayed off them. But if I was going to go gut instinct, I would say that Austin definitely has a chance to kind of cook these younger guards, kind of do what Luka does and get them into foul baiting. Maybe Austin's threes. He's been launching the basketball.
It's a good shout, too, because Reeves just kind of coming off a pretty pedestrian performance in his terms on what he's done so far this season. 11 points, 4 boards, and 4 assists against Prendy's Sixers. Last game against this team last season, as you mentioned, he was out when they played in their first game. 37-6 against this San Antonio defense. Again, it was last year, but you know. Yeah, Prendy, that's a good spot too for Vassell. He burned me last game. He shot like shit in their last game, but he has really good numbers against the Lakers in his career, 22, 27, and 33 in his last 3 games against them in the PRA department. So it's a great SGP game. It really is. Like,
I didn't want to have 100 bets out tonight, but LeBron's PR at 24.5. And I don't want to eliminate the assists with LeBron, obviously, but at 24.5 for the PR, like this is a line that he's easily cleared in the last 2 games. And I know the narrative of him not hitting the 10 points mark, but I mean, he followed that up with an immaculate game right after that. And they won that game in Toronto too. So you can't really be too mad at it. Now you're going to fucking San Antonio, Cup game, trip to Vegas. You could win an NBA Cup going out in year 23. I don't know. That to me feels like something you kind of want. So 24.
Just because we're talking,
I'm in.
Just because we're talking about so many props, and chat has kind of brought it up. What do you guys think about the over for the game?
Yes, I like it. I think I saw this thing about the Lakers have gone over in 8 of their last 9 against bottom 10 defenses, and that's exactly what the Spurs are.
The only way this game doesn't go over is if guys just have bad shooting nights. Because there's going to be a lot of threes, there's going to be a lot of open shots, and if guys are knocking them down, I think this game could get into the 250s. Maybe we see overtime. I think the Lakers win. Before we kind of cap this off and start cooking, do you guys think the Lakers win this game?
I do, but I'd be scared of the +7 just because all the uncertainty we mentioned.
I don't know about the spread, but I like the Lakers to win this game, though.
I also just think that there's a bunch of narratives at play tonight. You got Hollywood, right? You got a trip to Vegas on the line. You got the fact that everybody plays the Lakers that much better and that everybody is going to play LeBron that much better because it could be his final year. So I just think that there's so much in terms of the Spurs to play for. I think they keep it a little bit close, but I think the Lakers, I think the league also wants them in the final. Not in a way that it's going to be throw the game. I just think that it makes the most sense. You know what I mean? Everybody wants them there. OKC in the next round, that's a fun game.
That's a really good point, V, because this isn't like some far off trip to Vegas. If you win, you get to go to Vegas next week.
Yeah.
Yep. This is an incredible also, and I can't believe we've never thought of this. Propertunities. Big Cheesy. Also, new follower of the program. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here and hanging out over the last few shows. Hope you're enjoying the content here on the Betting News Network. All right, guys. Well, we thought we were going to run out of time, but we planned it perfectly today. Absolutely. Big vibes all around. We could probably spend another 30 minutes probably just talking about this game specifically. But as I mentioned, in 5 minutes, the guys from Expected Bets 4 are taking over to talk with you guys about the 4 games on the ice tonight. So stick around for Betsky and Gator jumping in and talking to it. Betsky, I got rinsed on the ice last night. You should have just cut me off more. I don't even know why we talked hockey.
Yeah, it was brutal. I got
about
some
the Flames, Betsky.
I was a Kreider point away from a nice, healthy parlay, but
yeah, thanks for allowing me to pitch
weird.
So much cake on the ice last night.
I appreciate you guys filling my bankroll though, because you guys did with a ton of fucking winners yesterday. You guys saw us text me after everyone.
Straights were all right.
Yeah. Well, and also some of the like a guy watched the show yesterday, and Chad, this is a good reminder of a lot of you guys tuning in for the first time. We're gonna pick a parlay right now and put it out there, but you've heard so many bets. Put your own stuff together, put your own lays together based on things we've talked about, things you like, combo them together. We're all just here to give you the analysis and then let you guys go and hopefully win some dinero along the way. Well, yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to my bullshit yesterday, but still love you.
We love you too. All right, you good?
Yeah, all right. Bye. What a goat. All right, boys, let's cook. So we've got first 2 from the first game. I think we're gonna have a problem picking from this second game. I think that's where we're gonna start to not fumble the bag, but there's a lot of options. In the first game, we have, if my shit would load, Dylan Brooks for his PRA and then SGA for his points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do we want to do in this game? We got to do something. Let's do something with Luka. I feel like we can all feel good about something with Luka, right?
For sure. Do we take the RA? Do we take the PRA? I don't want to take the threes.
I think we take the PRA. Are you good with the PRA, Sook?
Mm-hmm. What's the line?
50 and a half.
I need the Expected Bets boys to give my Flames some flowers when they go on in a minute here.
Hey, man.
You just smiled. Get it on play.
The Predators won yesterday too, man.
Hey, went 7 of 10.
For me.
Audrey's been going nuts.
All right now. Okay, so Luka PRA.
And Betsky 2-0. My brother-in-law was at that game.
Hey, this is a basketball show, so relax.
Just let me talk my smack to them in the basement.
Jesus.
Jump in on Expected Bets if you're able to.
Yeah, join them. I can't join them. I can't feel Franco's shoes, so it's okay. All right, Luka PRA. Let's take something on the Spurs side, so we have one player from each team. Do we just want to throw Fox? Go
Star Fox.
Star Fox.
The PRA or the points?
Yeah. I like both. I can get down with either. I don't care. What do you guys think?
Sauce?
PRA, right? That's what you have coin on SPJ, right?
32 and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to just taking the points. I'm not.
He's been rebounding the ball very well too over the last few games too. Like not the last game, but I mean, I know I bet him in that stupid ass fucking New Orleans narrative 2 days ago, which pissed me off. But it feels like a little bit of a look ahead spot where he was looking at the Cup game against LA and Hollywood and eating mama's cooking in New Orleans during the holidays. So
all that jazz. Mm-hmm. Plus 800. So again, well, Dylan Brooks is the only non-chalk in here, but we got Dylan Brooks 25 and a half PRA, SGA 32 points, Luka the Don 50 and a half PRA, and then De'Aaron Fox 32 and a half PRA. plus 800. That's your Saucy 4. Tail responsibly, as always, or don't tail it at all. Cook your own lays. As I just mentioned, you guys are smarter than us like 95% of the time. So do what you do. Just as a reminder, if we smack a parlay today and any day leading up to the holidays, we will be putting 30% of the proceeds into the Tot Pot for the Toys for Tots that we'll be donating till the end of the year. And as Alex said, because we love the kids, we might extend it all the way until the Super Bowl. We did last year. We'll probably end up doing the same thing this year, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, responsibly put the house on it from our friend at Slop. Love Slop. All right, boys. Great show. Good vibes all around.
Fantastic.
Don't forget, you can also go to Bet Online to bet the adult film industry, just as a reminder if you missed out.
So we'll have a piece out soon. He just needs to finish the research. Gator, I hope you know that's not a joke. It's coming out. We'll send you the link.
These guys, they don't know what's about to hit them. They do not know what is about to hit them. All right, chat. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Go follow Just Suck on social media. Go follow Vsauce on social media. Go follow myself, Sweatband Jesus. Get involved with all of our content. Stick around. Enjoy the next hour with the expected bets, 4 lads, everything on the Frozen Pond. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Peace.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome into Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I'm Gator Betting, joined by my 2-1 co-host. I said 2-1 co-host today. I got Gretzky, the Betskis. What is going on?
You look sunburned, man.
You know what it is?
You've been in Florida for too long.
Listen, I don't want to brag here. Just walked to the gym after work. Got a little windburn. But don't want to brag. Yeah, I didn't bring that up. You brought that up. I just want to be clear on that one.
Well, I don't know.
I don't want to brag.
SPF
but
you're using down in Florida, but it clearly wasn't enough.
Yeah, we could have a sunscreen debate, I feel like, for hours at this point. But like, does SPF actually matter? Like, as soon as you get to 30, like, does 50 or 70 matter?
I guess you're right.
Like, at what point?
Just like how often you see the sun, and you being
in
the east, that happens, an hour a day right now.
Yeah. See, all right, 30 is all you need. Listen, I'm not going to say I mean, Betsy, we're glowing right now, and it's not in the tan way. It's because we're so pale.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like 30 is a cutoff. I'm not going to say I don't have 50, maybe 70 in my golf bag.
Oof.
I'm not going to say I don't have that.
Okay.
But I think 30's got to be the new cutoff. I think we're getting ridiculous after this.
I just put a nice light coat on every day.
Ooh, I like that.
Just like,
keep the skin fresh, feeling good.
Yeah, it's like it's made from like rice. It's from Japan. Or Korea. It's one of the two. It's really nice. I like it a lot.
Wow.
And that's why I look like I'm 16.
Little skincare talk before we hop in on the ice tonight.
Yeah,
who would have thought? Franco's not here, and we're talking skincare. Look at that.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, Franco is not here. I do want to realize something that the guys before us said. 30% of, if our parlay hits tonight, 30% of those winnings are going to go to the Tot Pot. So we really encourage everyone to tail this. Been pretty hot. We've been averaging, I think, around 1 a week so far. We missed Mondays. Mondays was bad. Hand up.
That can only mean
tonight we're gonna hit one. Tonight we're gonna hit one.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I'm feeling good. 4 games, nice and tight, and I got to skedaddle a little bit early. So why don't we jump into this? No more talk. Let's get on.
Let's do it. All right. First game up here. Let me find this one. I hand up. Run a little late today. Rangers at the Chicago Blackhawks. The Rangers minus 142, Blackhawks plus 120. Rangers have lost 2 in a row. Chicago lost 2 in a row. Rangers, though, we need to talk about their road record here. 12-4-1 this season.
Yeah.
Red hot. For whatever reason, they hate their fans. They hate MSG. Start that narrative right now. Chicago 6-5-3 at home. 2-8-2 in their last 10. Yuck. But looking at the shots on goal department, kind of the recent stats, shout out shotprops.com. Be sure to go to his site. Awesome site for everything you need in related to shots on goal props, point props, everything you need. What do you got in this one? I have a few, but I want to kind of start with you here and see what you've cooked up in this one.
Well, I mean, the big thing is the bread in the room. And yeah, I always have my little kombucha while I do the show. So it's good for the gut health. I do the skin routine in the morning. We do the kombucha
Gut health.
the show.
And then Coors Light later. Just really round out that whole routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Because otherwise, yeah. But yeah, I think we need to address the bread in the room. And
we do need to talk about the bread man.
Yep. Panarin going against his former team, that you kind of get the feeling that may have been his favorite place he's ever played, Chicago, because he just completely wrecks them. Fortunately, I only have the last 6 games, which he has a point in 5 of those, and 3 of which are multi-point games. So that is 9 points in his last 6 against Chicago. Obviously, Chicago's getting a little bit of better goaltending than they had then when they were kind of in the rebuild, but Panarin's getting a little bit older. It's kind of offsetting and works its way out. His shots look fantastic against them, too. Don't know if I would be on his shots today, per se. His attempts have been all right recently, but he's just not quite what we saw, like the first time he shaved his head.
Artemi Panarin.
Oh, Panarin. Yeah. Because it's like Panera, the restaurant. But he's been on a little bit of a heater with the points. He has a point in his 4 straight. 2 of those which are multi-point games. And again, great history against Chicago. To me, it feels like Chicago, and hopefully we don't have too many Hawks fans in here, maybe a little bit more on the downside now. They've had a great start of the season. Spencer Knight is legit. This is a team whose rebuild is starting to shape up. Bedard looks incredible. All my concerns from this team that I had last year are gone, but still, this team on paper does not look like a 88 to 95 point team, and I think it's starting to show a little bit. Meanwhile, the Rangers have been a lot better since Trocheck has been back, and the Rangers on the money line, especially on the road. Give me Panarin, point in some capacity, staple him to Zibanejad, who's a center. You could probably take him for like 2 shots and a point if you want, or hell, take him up to 2 points if you're feeling a little spicy. I think that looks nice.
Nothing
groundbreaking there, but
love the Rangers money line tonight. Yeah. But I actually have a few props on the other side of things with Chicago, and we can talk about Chicago for a second. I know you have to go early, so we'll keep everything kind of tight today. But Chicago, San Jose, roller coaster this year. That's what happens with these kind of the teams that are kind of going through redevelopment, and you got a bunch of young guys. It's going to happen. But they do have enough bright spots where those kind of peaks on this roller coaster itself make it worthwhile and interesting enough that kind of gives you that hope that, hey, they are headed in the right direction here.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of waiting for them to come back down a little bit. I have a feeling it's going to happen, but sorry, Ducks fans. It's just what happens in the NHL, especially with these young teams. Quenneville, I think the Ducks certainly have a chance of making the playoffs, but I have a feeling after this All-Star break or after this Olympic break, if it happens, things get interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
If Dawson comes back and he can look good, I think they can still win the division. This is a team that is a team that's been in a rebuild since what year was the Zegras draft? I mean, they got like 5 years on Chicago.
Yeah, I don't see them winning the division.
The Ducks are here, and they are real. I'll make a bet with you right now that not only do they make the playoffs, who am I going to do this?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to put the Ducks in the playoffs right now?
All right. Oh yeah, I'll put $100. Gentlemen's bet that Ducks make the playoffs. Easy. If they don't make round 2, I will give you $50 of that back.
Deal.
All right. So I get a hundo if they make round 2. I get 50 if they make it. You get a hundo if they don't make it.
Deal.
All right.
Easy enough. Getting back to this game, though, Mikheyev at 2, love it. Love Mikheyev at 2 shots tonight.
Nice.
He's been kind of back and forth. Missed last game against Anaheim, which is a pretty good target. But New York allowing the 10th most shots on goal to forward in their last 10, the 3rd most to defensemen. I didn't really find anything on the defensive side of things that I liked. I don't know if they're back to offering Sam Renzel point.
They're not, but Lev Sogs is now a point prop that is available. And
yeah,
up a 3 Sog 5 attempt performance. Hit his 1.5 in 3 of the last 5 games. And
3 of the last 4.
3.8 in his last 5. His 1.5 is plus 105. I may wait, but that's something to circle.
Yeah, I don't mind it. That may be a late add to the card. So I like Mikheyev at 2 tonight. Everything lines up with him. And I also like Donato at 2. Home dog, kind of back and forth with his shots. Decent history against them. So those are the 2 that I have in the card, and I don't mind adding Levchinov later. What are the Ducks' odds to make the Yoffs right?
Take a peek at that while I pitch one more piece.
All right, let's do it.
One other thing I like from this game, and I want to shout out Beyond the Line HQ at Twitter. He posts a lot of cool little milestones. So if you want to kind of have a nice little feed for NHL milestones, he is your guy again at Beyond the Line HQ. He pointed out that Alexis Lafreniere, former first overall draft pick of the 2020 NHL draft, is 1 goal away from his 100th career goal. His 1.5 shots is minus 135. I took that as a straight. He's hit that in 4 of his last 5 games, hitting in 4 straight. He just scored last game, so he was at 98 for a while. Got up to 99, playing against Chicago, who's a little leaky. He has good history against Chicago on top of that. I kind of don't mind taking him up to 2.5 or maybe just take the 1.5 and a goal. Because if he scores on that first shot, then I'm a little worried about getting those extra 2. His goal is plus 340-ish.
I like it. Any thoughts on the home and away splits? I know he's kind of a home dog, but he has been.
The motivation here, and
cancel it out.
And it's not like he's playing against Carolina.
Fair enough. The Ducks' odds to make the playoffs are minus 380.
Oh, I'm getting hell of a deal here.
You are. I'm probably going to sprinkle that plus 300 then to miss the playoffs.
Wow, doubling down. All right.
We'll see. Any other ads in this one?
No, that's that. I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit more value here, but I'm a little worried that this could be a little bit of a low scoring affair. But let's keep on going.
Yeah, I have a play of the month coming up.
A little bit more interesting.
I have a play of the month coming up, by the way.
Wow. All right.
So stay tuned for that one. All right, next game up.
Here you go. I mean, this is a hell of a way if you want to.
Love that too.
I mean, really, you could take his point and assist, his goal and an assist, and get even better value on any of that if the points plus money. And then if he gets both, you're feeling really good. If he's getting the goal, you're up. If you're getting the assist, you're probably closer to plus 200. But either way, all that works.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm locking that in.
All right, next game up, we got the Detroit Red Wings traveling to Calgary to take on the Flames. Minus 110.
You got to get that
both ways. Yep, Flames have won 3 straight, 7-2-1 in their last 10, 7-4-2 at home. Detroit on a 2-game win streak as well, 4-4-2 in their last 10. Talbot, I was hoping maybe a little revenge game there, but in terms of revenge angles, Gustafson and Harmonic, scratch them off the board. Doesn't matter. All right, the issue here is I have 3 players that I love, but at their current lines that stand, you can't bet them straight. So I'm thinking of taking them, each of them kind of laddering them up, maybe one, or just doing them probably like 3 steps on the ladder. Mackenzie Weegar at 2, Rasmus Anderson at 2, Dylan Larkin at 3. Detroit allows the 10th most shots on goal to defensemen in their last 10 games. Calgary allows the 9th most shots on goal to forwards. Weegar, Anderson, Larkin have all great history, recent form. Everything lines up with them, but they're not bettable at Weegar and Anderson at that 2+ mark and Larkin at that 3+. Very, very tempted right now. Larkin minus 154 on FanDuel for 3. Anderson minus 170 and Weegar's minus 152. So I'm tempted just to play Weegar and Larkin straight because I like them that much at minus 152 and just be the juice man tonight. But I kind of want to take them at each at 3 and then Larkin at 4. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, this would be crazy. That'd be incredible. Yeah, I have Anderson circled. I have Larkin circled. I didn't circle Weegar because he burnt me the other night. But so I mean,
what's Keene away? Keene's 3 away?
I think he's 3 away. Yeah.
So plus 220 on the green book tonight for him to score his 500th career goal. For him to get a hat trick tonight.
What are those odds?
22-1.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Huh.
Oh, we got to play of the decade tonight too.
Yeah, that may have been. So wait, what is your play of the month?
I'll get to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Then let's keep on going.
Do you have anything else in this game?
Sharon Govich has been popping off. He's on a line with Kadri, so I think I kind of like some point stacks, that being one of them. Kadri has been really good lately. His head-to-head is terrible against Detroit, at least in the last 8 or whatever. His shots against them have been phenomenal, and he's hit 6 straight against them, averaging 7.2 shot attempts a game. So I really like that. But then he's missed 3 straight, so it's kind of like I'm a little torn on that. And then I jotted down Huberdeau and Frost Point as well for my other stack.
Yeah, the Huberdeau. I mean, we cashed on Huberdeau Coronado the other day, but I do like the Huberdeau and Frost look as well too. It's a weird game with points. It's a weird slate with points tonight. Excuse me. There's not a great ton of matchups where you got a top 5 offense going against a team that's allowing kind of a ton of goals. So you really kind of got to be picky with where you go.
This oddly feels like it may be the highest scoring game to me. And do you like Flames money line?
No.
Really?
No.
Why?
Don't trust him. Why are they only minus 110 tonight?
I mean, if anything, I was going to say, why is Detroit only? Why is Detroit minus 110 against one of the bottom feeders?
I mean, Cooley's been good lately. I guess that's if you want to really go crazy. Cooley saves.
So then wait, Detroit, who is in a playoff spot, is minus 110 against the bottom feeder team with a backup in.
Cooley's been great though this year. I think Cooley's.
Come on now. Yeah, but that's not I mean, there's still the perception of that.
Flames are hot. They're rolling. They've been better at home. Yeah, Cooley, 10.8 goals saved above expected this year. Dustin Wolf, minus 0.3. Cooley's been the better goalie by far.
Falling his way. Well, lately, Wolf is. I mean, both have been great lately. I don't know. I lean Flames here.
Okay.
Is this the last game on this road trip for Detroit, or they're going to Chicago soon? Oh, they got Oilers tomorrow. Are you kidding me? And then the Hawks on Saturday. You think they're even thinking about tonight?
I don't know. It's a weird game. I just don't like it. I'm not gonna.
Man, this is. Huh.
Yeah, I'm not forced to play in this one if I don't have to.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, then let's hear it. What is the play of the month?
Play of the month. All right, let's get to it. Kings. Nope. I didn't label these beforehand, so my bad. There we go.
Wait, we're not. It's not even in that game.
No,
Oh.
no, it was a little teaser.
Oh, okay.
You think my play of the month would be Detroit versus Calgary game? That's insane. That's insane.
Hear it.
Oh my God, that'd be nuts. All right, Panthers at Utah. Panthers -115, Utah -105. Utah on a 2-game skid. Panthers have won 2 in a row. Utah 7-4-1 at home this season. Florida 4-6-0 on the road. You got Schmidt, Vanacek, Stenlund, revenge angles. Don't really care.
Schmidt. Did you already say that?
Yep.
Schmidt, Stenlund, Vanacek. I feel like they have more X.
Schmidt, Vanacek, Stenlund. That's who I got.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Mikhail Sergachev, 2+ shots on goal.
Yep.
Play of the month.
Wow. I like it a lot. He
3-unit play, actually. I'm going big on this one. 3-unit play. Mikhail Sergachev, 2+ shots on goal. I think on DK right now they have it around -135, if I'm correct. I haven't put it in yet.
My God, that home chart's insane.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
He missed
it's
the
so
first
pretty.
2 home games of the season and has not let up since. And he's
it is so pretty.
9, averaging 6.4 shot attempts at home, and you take out those first 2. My Lord.
Yep. Sergachev -130 on the blue book and the green book. So you can take it either one. 3-unit play on that. We will get to our parlay of the day as well. I think Franco threw out a few plays maybe in the Discord. I haven't checked yet, but
yeah,
we will definitely be putting together a parlay. So yeah, one play in this one, play of the month. Sergachev 2+ shots on goal. Hitting his last 2 head-to-heads. Decent, but the home splits is what really kind of do it. It's just unbelievable. And the Florida Panthers have allowed the 9th most shots on goal to defensemen in the last 10 games.
Love it.
That's it. What do you got in this one?
Well, I think I want to stick with the red hot, not to use that pun more and more, but Carter Verhaeghe, who has been just had a kid, and maybe that's why he just wasn't quite right before. Maybe he had a lot of stress about having this child. I don't know if it's his first kid or not. But he now has a point in 6 straight games, 3 of which are multi-point games. So he has 11 points in those 6 games. He has a goal in 3 straight, including 1 multi-goal game. He has a goal in 6 of his last 5. And then head-to-head, he has been very good against this Utah/Arizona team with a point in 3 of his last 4, 2 of which those games are multi-point games. I think he keeps on rolling. He's with Marchand on the second line and Sam Bennett. And Sam Bennett feels like he's kind of getting back into form. So I kind of like that Verhaeghe Marchand point stack. Or you could just take Verhaeghe points with Bennett. Bennett is around -130, so you can get some nice value there. All 3 of them are on the top power play as well. I'm not going to cool off from that. And being so much better at home just makes me like that more.
Yep. I really like that as well. Anything else?
Yeah. This comment from Andrew. Exactly. He was getting all the extra sleep in, and now, yeah.
Or he's still depressed about the Eagles.
No, that's Carter Verhaeghe.
Carter Verhaeghe. Okay. I thought we were talking about Franco. I was like,
no.
We kind of busted his balls about the Eagles on Monday, and that didn't go too well. All right.
Another one I really like today is Daniil Boot, aka
Ooh.
Cheeks on the Mammoth. He's played 4 NHL games now. He does not have a point. His point is the best we've gotten price wise at plus 188. His shot attempts have been great these last 4 games. He's at 3.8, so he should be a nice 1.5 guy. He has no games with under 2 shots on goal. And man, has he been close to scoring so many times. He looked particularly really good against LA. He's on the line with Barrett Hayton and Dylan Gunther too. So
What if he is just Cheeks? What if he's just bad? That's why he doesn't have a point. I mean, every show, someone's betting him.
If you want to start
What if he's just Cheeks?
internet trash talking the 6'8" monster from Russia and go for it, I'll stick him on you.
All right. That sounds good.
I'll work with the director of communications. We can get
Yeah.
Massachusetts and bang on your door with some other guys from the Russian mob and
Perfect.
with that.
Yeah. It sounds like a great way to wake up from a hangover on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's obviously no historical context here. This is just a guy who is playing top 6 minutes, was 12th overall draft pick in 2023. Dude needs to get on the scoreboard, and I really like that. Plus 188, plus 425 for a goal. Maybe we can get those lowered to plus 420 for some luck if enough people jump on it. Yeah, I really like the Sergachev piece. JJ Peterka has been fantastic too. I don't think you can go wrong there. Man, as much as I want Utah to be able to win this game and I want to feel confident about it, I just don't.
Yeah. Stay tuned for Friday when Cheeks is on Betsy's card again for a point, and it's plus 220. Stay tuned. All right. Last game of the night, Kings at Kraken. Kraken plus 124, Kings minus 148. We got Anton Forsberg and Joey Decord in net. Total set at 5.5 here, plus 102 to the over. Kings have won 2 straight. Seattle lost 6 in a row. Kings are just a road wagon at minus 148. Another tempting piece right there. Kind of, How has Forsberg been?
Fine.
Okay. Is that
I'm a
enough
little worried
to-
with 6 losses in a row. You feel like that's got to switch. But Kings were not playing great either until they snapped a losing streak. So it's kind of 2 teams that like are both potentially on trends. And with the way the Kings are outscoring opponents right now, I kind of feel like I want to ride that. So I definitely like the Kings side here.
Yeah. Seattle in their last 4 games in terms of goals against 4-4-9-4.
Or Kings team total.
Minus
Problem
1.
here is
Do you just take the Kings and reg tonight? I mean, you're gonna get like trying to see what that line is.
Yeah.
Plus 115.
Seattle's not winning this by outscoring the Kings, right? I mean,
No.
You know what I mean. If the Kings have 3 goals, Seattle's not winning.
No, I'd put the cutoff at 3. I would agree with that.
So maybe the under is just the way to go here. But
if the Kings put up 4 or even 5, that could happen as well.
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to lay the Kings money line in this one. Try not to get too sweaty tonight after the play of the month with Sergachev. In terms of props, I like Kevin Fiala at 3+ tonight. I had him circled. He is a road doggy. Let me pull up his stats right here. Hitting 3 of his last 4, coming off a miss. Has been pretty good in terms of a turnaround after he's missed head-to-head. Not fantastic. He did have a 10 shots on goal performance against them last season, which is kind of crazy, but has missed since, and 6 of his last 8 on the road. So give me Fiala at 3+. The other 2 that I wanted to talk through were Clark and Kopitar at that 2+ line. I don't love them, but did you have any sort of intuition on either of those guys?
No, I don't love either. I guess
Kopitar's
chart looks a little bit better, but I'm not really worried about
Perfect.
this one. Honestly, the only guy I have circled for shots is Jordan Eberle, 1.5.
Yeah.
He's hit in seven of his last 10, averaging 4 shot attempts a game, has good head-to-head history. I imagine some of these vets are going to try to get Seattle going again, if that's something they can do. I don't know what this team is going to do anymore.
Yeah. I mean, at home this year, 61.5% to the over on the road. He's hitting every road game this year, Eberle. That's insane.
Wow.
I did not know that. Yeah. Every single road game, he's hitting 13 of 13 on the road this year at that 1.5.
I mean, dude,
that's
hit
something to put in your notebook.
He's hit in 81% of all games.
Yeah. Wow. That's a note to put down whenever the Kraken play on the road. What's their next game? At Utah.
Well, maybe skip that one. The next one, though.
Yeah, the next one, you got to hammer him. Yeah. I love mine Eberle tonight too. I'll ride that one. I kind of like it too. Mine not. What's the odds? What are you looking at in terms of odds?
Minus 160, so it's a parlay piece.
Speaking of parlay,
yep, let's cook.
Let's get into it. Is that the first leg?
I don't know about that. Let me look.
Well, we just talked about them.
I understand.
Okay. All right. I
was looking to see, is Utah allowing? Well, Utah is allowing the 24th shots against. So 8 teams allow less shots. So they're falling a little bit. So maybe it is that road game. What do you want to start with?
Which Calgary defenseman do you like, Uyghur or Anderson more?
I like Anderson after coming off a goal.
Okay, let me pull this up.
And I feel like he's been very consistent.
Uyghur looks unbelievable at home too.
At home, yeah.
I would go Uyghur over Anderson personally.
You would?
I would.
Well, that's fine. I could do that.
Yeah. Uyghur at 2+,
sure.
Minus 185. So we'll start there. No.
Why do you like him more?
It just his home splits.
Oh yeah. Okay, and he just missed. I'm fine with that. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. McKenzie.
The other looks we had were Larkin at 3 as a parlay piece, but I don't want to go too heavy in that game. We can look at other point options or shots on goal options in New York, Chicago. Hang on a second. Are they not offering?
What about Trocheck point?
So Fox has been out. Are they offering Keandre Miller shots?
He's not on that team anymore.
Yeah. Oh, he's not. I missed that.
Miller? The guy that's on Carolina now that we.
Oh my God. I was thinking, yeah. Yep. That was just a huge brain dump.
Yep.
Wow.
No, we're not getting any defensemen on the Rangers. So
yeah. Wow. That's how today's going. All right. What do you got?
I mean, are you willing to throw Sergachev in this or not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tonight's a live by the sword, die by the sword type of night.
All right.
Sergachev at 2.
Yep.
Okay. Sergachev at 2. Uyghur at 2.
I mean, I would do.
Do we laugh at 2?
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either.
Okay.
Run with some 2 boys today?
Yeah. All right.
So we have Detroit, Calgary, Florida, Utah, New York, Chicago. We need one. And then the Kings. We'll do one each game then, I guess, if we want to.
I mean, Eberle.
There it is. It was sitting right in front of us all along.
Yep.
Plus 638 on the Green Book.
Wow.
Once more, that parlay of the night is going to be Alexis Lafreniere, 2+ shots on goal. Mackenzie Weegar, 2+ shots on goal. Mikhail Sergachev, 2+ shots on goal. And Jordan Eberle, 2+ shots on goal. All we need tonight is 8 shots on goal. That's it. We make it sound so easy. Make it sound so easy, and yet it will not be. There will be one third period sweat at least tonight, guaranteed.
Not tonight. Yeah,
not tonight.
Okay. I don't mind a third period sweat.
No, neither do I. I got some time tonight.
Routine, the kombucha cooking, throw some beers.
Then we bring in the Coors Light for dessert. Keep those coming. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
So once more, Mackenzie Weegar, 2+ shots on goal. Mikhail Sergachev, 2+ shots on goal. Alexis Lafreniere, 2+ shots on goal. Jordan Eberle, 2+ shots on goal. That parlay of the night will be posted over on our Twitter at ExpectedBets4. If you're not following us, please be sure to do so. Also, when that parlay hits, 30% of the profits that me and Betsky put on it will be donated to the Tot Pot courtesy of Your Betting News. We will donate 30% of our profits. We encourage you guys to tail this tonight and join in on the fun. It's for a great cause. Anything else, Betsky, before we wrap up? Oh, we got one last question here. What's your thoughts on this? Rangers, Panthers, Kings, Flames. Whoa, that's... So we like the Rangers money line. We like the Kings money line. Panthers I'm not sold on.
Confident one, and there's Panthers.
Yep.
But I do lean Panthers. Utah has not been playing great, but I don't have a good read on the Panthers right now either. I feel like these are two teams that are trying to get going. Yeah, Cooley's been out. They still don't mind that top 6, even when you look without him in there. But yeah, I hear you. I totally agree with all this, and I'm probably speaking with my heart too much here. So go for it.
Well, my issue is the over in that one. The Kings Flames over at 5.5. I know it seems low.
No,
I think
Flames Red Wings.
Flames Red Wings over. Yeah, that's my biggest concern, not Panthers money line. Just because of how well Cooley's been playing and how good Calgary has been at home in terms of shutting down teams. I mean, we talked about it last episode. I think they're allowing like 3 shots on goal to teams in the first period. All their numbers overall drop at home. That's my only concern. But Rangers money line, yes. Kings money line, yes. They're on my card tonight. Florida money line at this price seems too nice. Sorry, Betsky. Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Yep.
Unless that's the rat line.
Ooh. Gotta find that cheese tonight. All right. Anything else before we wrap up?
Nah, let's do it. Let's get it.
Perfect. All right. Once more, parlay of the night. Mackenzie Weegar, 2+ shots on goal. Mikhail Sergachev, 2+ shots on goal. Alexis Lafreniere, 2+ shots on goal. And Jordan Eberle, 2+ shots on goal. That is plus 638. If you missed it, it'll be posted over on our Twitter at ExpectedBets4. Once more, I'm Gator Betting. That is Gretzky Betskys. We really appreciate all the comments and everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Andrew. And we will talk to you guys on Monday. See ya.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do now? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about